हाय गाइस, स्वागत है आपका एक और इंटरेस्टिंग सी वीडियो में। आज मैं हूं जगमोहन नेक्सा रोहिणी में एंड टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू रिव्यू 2022 Baleno Sigma model. So let's start with a review. I talk about the front of this car. पहली बात, this car does look aggressive from the front side. You get this massive Suzuki logo to remind you that you're driving a Maruti Suzuki. So if I talk about the headlight of this car, you get a L-shaped projector as usual that all the manufacturers gives to you. Second thing, you get a projector here, an indicator here, and you also get a fog lamp over here, which is quite surprising for the base model. So if I talk about the side profile of this car, you get a 185/65 R15 tire along with the indicator over the side fenders. Because it's a base model, you get a side indicator here, not on the side view mirror. So if I talk about the side view mirror now, you get an uncolored plastic side view mirror because it's a base model. You also get a chrome element on the door handle, which is part of accessory again, and it does make you ching and bling on the road, and it does feel good when anyone else sees it on the road. So if I talk about the back profile of this car, you get a C-shaped headlight over here with the LED light in it. You get an indicator on the left and a reverse light on the back. Over here you get a spoiler which does make this car look sporty. Being a base model, I do like all the offerings that they are providing in this car. So if I talk about the boot of this car, you can open the boot with a button, which is quite surprising. And if I talk about the space in this car, I don't know, you can even bury a man over here, and this car does make you feel spacious, and to me it's the best budgetary car you can get at this price. So if I come to the rear seats of this car, you get a power window over here, which is quite surprising for a base model. You get power window on all the four doors. And if I get settled inside this car, the under thigh support is quite minimalistic for me being a 6 feet tall person. You get a 12-volt power charging socket over here, and you get a fixed armrest, which is fine for me being this car a base model. अगर अब हम इस कार के ड्राइवर साइड पे आते हैं, आपको यहाँ पे कीलेस एंट्री नहीं मिलती है, बट यू डू गेट अ सेट लॉकिंग इन दिस कार विच इज़ क्वाइट अमेजिंग. सो इफ़ आई टॉक अबाउट द साइड व्यू मिरर्स ऑफ दिस कार, अगेन बीइंग अ बेस मॉडल, आपको ये बाहर से ही सेट करने पड़ेंगे, एंड अगर बारिश हुई you are definitely going to be wet. So let's get settled inside the car now. So if I talk about the seat of this car, you do not get a height adjusting function over here, although you can set the steering wheel of this car up and down. If I talk about the tachometer of this car, this does provide you a lot of information for a base model. You do get a traction control button over here, and you can switch on your headlamps from here also, or the fog lamps. So नाउ कमिंग टू द डैशबोर्ड ऑफ दिस कार, आपको यहाँ पे बहुत ही अच्छा एलिमेंट मिलता है बॉडी कलर से, एंड इट डज गिव यू अ प्रीमियम लुक. सो इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द इंफोटेनमेंट सिस्टम ऑफ दिस कार, आपको यहाँ पे कोई इंफोटेनमेंट सिस्टम नहीं मिलता. दिस इज़ एन आफ्टर मार्केट ऑप्शन. एंड इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द AC यूनिट ऑफ दिस कार, ट्रस्ट मी गाइस, मारुति सुजुकी ने बहुत ही कमाल कर दिया, एंड दे प्रोवाइडेड द सेम AC यूनिट in all the variants of this car, whether you buy a Sigma or whether you go for the top of the line version. So if I come to the gear knob of this car, आपको यहाँ पे क्रोम वाला gear knob नहीं मिलेगा, but you do get this carbon fiber elements. I think it's maybe a wrap or maybe some kind of film that they have added to this element, and it does give the car a premium look. If I come down on the car, you do get a 12-volt power charging socket over here, and that's it. So if I talk about the engine or the heart of this car, you get again the same motor that Maruti has been running since so many years. So you get an 88.5 brake horsepower from this engine and 130 Newton meters of torque at 4400 RPM, which does make your job done. And it is again a refiner engine, so you get a good mileage, that is 22.4 kmpl, which company claims. अगर आप रियलिटी में चलाएंगे, आपको ये गाड़ी इससे भी ज़्यादा दे सकती है. इफ़ आई टॉक अबाउट द फ्यूल कैपेसिटी ऑफ दिस कार, आपको 37 लीटर्स का फ्यूल टैंक मिलता है, जो कि इस कार के लिए बहुत काफ़ी है. एंड ऑन वन रन दिस कार कैन डू 500 किलोमीटर ईजिली, वेदर यू ड्राइव इट रफ, वेदर इफ़ यू ड्राइव इट सोफिस्टिकेटेडली, इट कैन इवन डू मोर. So now if we come to the final verdicts, whether I would go for this Maruti Suzuki Baleno, definitely yes, just for the name and also for the mileage it gives, and also for the looks that it provides at this price. Whether I would like to go for this base variant, definitely for the first time I would say Yes, because it does provide you with all the necessary features that any first owner or maybe many owners would want from this car. And अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई हो, आप प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए। अगर कोई भी आप कमेंट करना चाहते हैं, कोई भी फीडबैक देना चाहते हैं, आप कमेंट बॉक्स में बिल्कुल लिख सकते हैं। मैं दोबारा आऊँगा एक और इंटरेस्टिंग सी वीडियो लेके। टिल देन, पीस।